So here we have the Philistines don't trust David. And so they send him home. That's why they sent him back home before they went in to battle with Saul. And it's a good thing that they sent David back home, because it would have been several months before David and his men got back home to Ziklag. But here he is. David is at a weak place in his life, looking over what he has acquired over time. I got a nice house. I got a family. I got some stuff. And poof, it's all gone. And he wasn't even there to fight for his family. But David determined, so, my God, I got to find some strength from somewhere. Lord have mercy. Now we know that David knew how to praise, because we read the Psalms where he says, in thee, O Lord, do I put my trust. My God, what do you do when you find yourself in Ziklag? Everything is wiped out. My hopes are gone. My dreams are gone. And Joel said, when I get to this age in my life, I'm going to be able to dream dreams. When I get to this place in my life, I'm going to know the way. But I ran up against a challenge that I wasn't expecting. And so now all of my hopes and dreams, Lord have mercy, are wiped out. My job is gone. Anybody know about jobs gone? I prayed and I asked the Lord to send me a good husband. Anybody like that? And one day I thought I was being a good wife. I thought I was being a good husband, and he or she walks in and say, baby, I don't love you no more. And he leaves. My God, the future seems to have been canceled. My God, what do you do? I want you to know that you can do what David did. Strengthen yourself in the Lord. And let me tell you what my subject is. Since I'm talking to the seniors tonight, but I want you to know it's applicable to everybody in the room. You have got enough left. That's what I want you to encourage yourself with. You got enough left. You may have lost a house, but you got enough left. You may have lost a job, but you got enough left. You may have lost your family, but you got enough. Clap your hands and bless him. My God, what do I do? What do I do? How in the world do I strengthen myself when I ain't got no strength? Where in the world is strength gonna come from when I'm strengthless? Paul declared, when I'm weak, my God, then am I strong. I'm weak in this flesh, but in Jesus I'm strong. In Jesus I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Somebody put a praise right there. Look at here now. I digress. This technique is not in the text, but I believe David used it in his hour of test and trial, because I use it. When I'm pressed down, you know preachers get pressed down. Deacons get pressed down. Missionaries are tested. And so when I come to my hour of trial, I do this. One of the best things I know to get some strength is to talk to yourself. You can get in the mirror. I get in the mirror. I may be driving my car. I may be cooking dinner. And I talk to myself like Brown talks to himself. I say, self. Myself say, huh? Myself says, girlfriend, you can make it. I talk to myself, and self says, no weapon that is formed against you shall be able to prosper. I talk to myself, and myself, I say, look, if it got you out of the last, he gonna get you out of this. People may say you a little crazy when you talk to yourself, but when I need some strength, I start talking to myself. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yeah. My God. Start talking. I am the righteousness of God. I am the head and not the tail. I am above. Somebody start talking to yourself in here. Start talking to yourself. I'm coming up out of it. I'm going to rise above it. My God. Start talking to yourself. Sometimes you got to speak a word over. Encourage yourself in the Lord. Self, you're going to come up out of this mess. Self, I ain't going out like this. I wish I had a praise in church. You meant it for evil, but I'm going to rise. My God, start talking to yourself. My God, not only did he talk to himself, Bible says David worshiped. God knows when you get to worshiping, whoo, ain't nobody around you trying to impress. Don't matter what key you in. Don't matter whether you can sing or not. My God, get to worshiping. My soul loves Jesus. Ain't nobody nowhere like you. You brought me from a mighty long ways, and I just want to lift my hands and worship you. Any worshipers in the room? I love you, Jesus. I worship and adore you. I bless your name, my God. When you lose yourself in the cloud of his presence, won't he show up? And strength will come from somewhere. I dare you to go down in your belly and go to blessing God. Go to blessing God. My God. I'm going to be through in a minute. Not only do you talk to yourself, woo, not only do you worship, woo, I'm telling you, you got enough left. But you pray. My God. Sometimes the words won't come. That's why you got to pray when you can. And then the last thing that David did, he went to his pastor, Abiathar, said, Pastor, my God, something that we ignore Everybody pastoring themselves today. He a man just like I am. She's a woman just like I am. But David, after he had prayed, he went to his pastor and he said, man of God, there are times when you need to consult somebody. Help me, somebody. You need to consult some prayer warriors, some fellow laborers, not gossipers, not knockers and blockers, but you need to talk to somebody that got some power. David said, bro, pastor, I just want to ask you one thing. Woo! The disaster at Ziklag brought David back to the right place with God.